Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. It is 6:30 in the morning. Oh, the cops.
Oh.
Whoa.
Did they ever tell you as a kid if you had a light on in the car, they'd pull you over?
Yeah. That's why I turned it off.
Yeah.
So today, it's kind of going to be an oddball kind of day. We're going to be doing several things. First job we have today is we're going to do a preventative maintenance on an old Nissan forklift, and it's leaking from the side shifter, so we're going to reseal that. We have to take it off and go match the seals because I couldn't find the seals because they're so old. Instead of guessing, we're just going to remove them and go match them up. Then we're going to stop by Toyota and pick up some parts that I had ordered, and then I overnighted a radiator hose for a Genie telehandler. Hopefully get them running today, finish this job, and then we may be doing a third one. I'm not sure, depending on the time. We might be working on an excavator too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the day holds for us.
Yeah, that little rattle es una mierda. Se metió aquí en el little tubito del muffler.
I went in through here.
Yeah, it rattles like shit. Our concern now is just give it a little oil change. You know, if you ever come across some little tires that will fit this shit, you know, let us know.
So we're gonna be removing this because it's leaking right here.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
So I'm just removing this, get it resealed, and then come back. Lift with your back. In center, mine is a million miles away. Alright, so there's like a clip right here. So you kind of pop that out, and then you go around. It's like a security lock, goes around like that, pops out, and then you hammer it in. There's a bigger one inside. You gotta pop that out, and then this comes out. So the same thing. You reach underneath. There you go. It's almost like I know what I'm doing this time. Oh yeah. We're gonna go get these seals matched up. Hey, can you keep it down? Just kidding. All right, let's go. Yeah, it goes, I mean, yeah, pressure goes both ways pretty much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go like this.
Right. It ain't a great deal of pressure though.
Yeah, either way, I mean, this one's gonna be
That's your seal. And then,
like this and then like this. So it's gonna be.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so we just picked up the seals. We're gonna stop by Toyota and pick up the parts that came in. And actually one of the oil filter for that Nissan that we're working on came in as well. So we gotta pick that up. Go back down there, finish that job. We may get started on another thing. We have to put an alternator. That same forklift that we replaced the engine on,
Yeah.
we have to replace the alternator and the parking brake cables. See if I got a video.
She's walking now, huh?
Yeah, she just turned one. This was on
Mine's got 2 weeks ago.
this was Sunday. We celebrated her birthday. I cut her hair last night, and my wife's like super mad because she says it came out really bad. But yeah, she's walking now. I don't
That's cool.
think I have like a video of her. All right, that works. No worries. Yeah, I'll probably just go do that today. And I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. You know, it's quicker than waiting the 3 days from Kansas. So. All right, thank you guys. Thanks, Justin.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Get in there. I'm gonna put this side shifter back on. Do oil change, filter. I'm gonna check the belt. He mentioned it was like squeaking. And then there's a change of plans because that radiator hose didn't come in. We are gonna do something else. All right, so today's question of the day comes from Tecmo HD. Awesome channel, based out of Canada. They do heavy equipment. Super awesome guys.
So how about a video on forklift makes and models you recommend someone buy and ones you would never touch?
I actually reached out to a Facebook group that I'm in. It's called Real Forklift Technicians. So I kind of wanted other people's opinion instead of mine, you know. So we have to break it down into electric and gas, or internal combustion. So we're gonna start with internal combustion. I'm gonna start with the worst. Top 5 worst. I'm gonna go with number 5. I'm gonna go with Hyundai. Never ran into a Hyundai that ran well unless it was brand new. Parts are really hard to find on those. You'll see like a theme in this. Most forklifts that I would say to stay away from has to do with parts not being able to be available, hard to find, or they cost a lot, and they break down often. There's no great forklift. There's just a forklift that doesn't break down as much. You know, equipment's gonna break down because we put it to use. We beat the shit out of it. Hyundai, number 5. Number 4, I would say Doosan. Doosan is also another brand. I think it's Korean. They use a lot of Hyundai motors or engines and stuff like that. I think if you were to get a brand new Doosan now, they're pretty reliable. Like, they have a Kubota engine and they're pretty reliable. But for the most part, stay away from Doosan. They're a lot cheaper than Toyotas, but I mean, I would just stay away from in general. All right, so number 3 is Linde. I don't even know how you say it. I actually have never really worked on a lot of Lindes. I've worked on one actually. It was a pain in the ass. Tough machines to read, to understand what's going on. The diagram, the electrical diagrams are kind of weird. Just always had problems. Could never really fix them correctly. And you know what the funny part is? They're the biggest manufacturer of forklifts in the whole world. Yeah. Personally, this is not my opinion, but personally, I wouldn't say they're the worst. But number 2, I would say it'd be a mixture between Clark. I mean, I'd be tempted to say Clark is the worst forklift manufacturer, but I'm gonna say a tie between 2 and 1 would be Hyster, Yale, and Clark. You can find really good Heisters and Yales. You can find really shit ones. They're all around. They make electric as well, but they're USA made. The parts are super expensive. A lot of the things, like most of them are like rust buckets. When I see them, they usually get the beating out of them. A lot of them have like GM motors, like Vortec. The codes are hard to read. Transmissions, when they start having issues, it's almost impossible to get them to work correctly because it's like a hydrostatic transmission. You have to use a special transmission fluid for them. It's not, you can't just use ATF. The maintenance on them are a lot of money. That's what it is. So yeah, I would say it's a mixture between Hyster, Yale, and Clark for the worst. Clark, don't even, I ain't gotta say anything else. Stay away from Clark, man. Don't even touch them. All right, so the top 5 that I would recommend are top 5 best forklifts that you could buy. I'm just gonna start with number 1. I'm just gonna go out and say it, Toyota. I mean, it's not even a debate.
It's a landslide.
Yeah, landslide. You can tell by all the Toyotas that I work on my page, on my channel. It's typically what I like to work on. One, they're the best because parts are readily available. You can find them anywhere. The parts aren't super expensive unless you're getting into like computer boards or controllers, stuff like that. For the most part, things are pretty cheap. You know, Toyota has already a great reputation in the car industry. You know what you're gonna get with the Toyota is what I'm trying to say. Most Toyota models, everything's changed now because everything's pretty much electronic now. But if you go back like this era and up to like 2015, 2010, somewhere around there, everything was like very simple. So yeah, Toyota, number 1. Number 2, I would say any Japanese maker, pretty much, like Nissan or Unicarry, they're called now. Unicarry, Nissan. You got Mitsubishi, forgot what they're called, like CMU or I don't remember what they're called, but there's another maker called TCM. They're okay, they're not bad. Daewoo makes okay forklifts. The older ones used to be like, no matter what Daewoo I used to find, the older kind, they would always run. They were like old, they looked like old tanks, and they would always run no matter what. So you got Nissan, Toyota, Daewoo, Mitsubishi, and then I'm missing one. Oh, and I would throw Caterpillar in there too. And here's the reason why. Caterpillar uses a lot of Nissan engines. They've used some Mazdas here and there. Oh, before I continue that, you see me here?
Yeah.
Komatsu. Yeah, fire. They all use basically the same, up until recently, they've used the same Nissan engine, the K21 and the K22, or sorry, the K25. It'll be somewhere here. Ding, ding, ding. Very well put together engine, very reliable, easy to work on. Parts are easy to find. Komatsu though, I will say the parts are very expensive. Like just the seal kit for the tilt cylinders, easily will run you like $200 each one, maybe a little more. Try to stay away from European brands. I would just stick with Japanese brands if you can. Korean if you're tight on money, and if you can get your hands on a Toyota, even if it's an old one. I mean, the Toyota diesels are good. The Toyota LPG are good. Hey, you know what? Look here. Buy a Toyota. Forget about everything I said. Just buy a Toyota. If you want your comment featured on Question of the Day, please leave a comment down below. It could be anything from technical question all the way up to, what do I eat in the mornings? What kind of coffee do I drink? Whatever. Ask down below, and then we'll try to get that. Every day we film, we'll try to do a question of the day. You know what's crazy? This little jack can lift up to 8,000 pounds. Gross. Yeah, so our plans changed, and we're on our second location right now. We're gonna take care of this job, and then we'll do the radiator hose tomorrow. Supposed to get overnighted today, and I guess there was some delays. So here we're just doing parking brake cables, because this doesn't work, and alternator. You can see that this came off. This is just old, and it's supposed to slide up and down easy, like this, and it's just not doing it. So these go down. One goes over there, one goes to here. It goes through the back, and it ties onto one of the bands. So when you pull this, the bands stretch out. The shoes on the drum brakes stretch out, and that's what locks your wheels. I gotta replace this one. Goes down underneath over there, and this goes down and goes here like this. You just literally take the wheel off, take the hub out, take the axle out, so that you can take the drum out, the shoe drum out. Clean it up real quick, replace the seals, put the new parking brake cable through the back, make sure it's clamped on correctly, and that's it. Running back up through here, adjust this, put them on here, make sure when you pull it, it's tight, and that's it. Two more turns. I wouldn't do it any tighter than that.
What do you mean if I have a load?
Like let's just say you have a load and you're like on an incline, and it wants to go back a little.
Yeah.
Just like tweak it one or two, and then but you should be fine there.
Awesome.
Yeah, you should be golden now. Everything's basically new on this thing. All right, guys, that's it for today. Is my mic even on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, it's on. Yeah, guys, that's all for today, folks. Everything went well today. There's a little slight change of plans because of that radiator hose not coming in at Toyota, even though we got that overnighted. You guys saw we put the parking brake cables on that Toyota. We put the alternator. Everything's working perfect now. The guy's super happy. Yeah, thank you guys for following along. Today was a little bit different. If you guys have any questions or you want your comment tagged for us to answer it, please leave it down in the comments. That helps us out a lot. If you have any I don't know what I'm trying to say. If they have any
suggestions,
yeah, or like a better way to do things, yeah, definitely leave it in the comments, because
I can improve on.
Yeah, because I'm just one guy, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the best mechanic. If you guys have suggestions, leave it in the comments. Definitely helps out the video, and please like this video. It helps the algorithm a lot. Thank you, and see you next time. You see me here? Yeah.